Hello, my beautiful and wonderful people. You're welcome to my channel, a home of riches. My regard and my greetings to you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe and thank you for subscribing. Today, we are diving into one of the most emotional and controversial topics in the Nigerian music industry, the buy of Mohbad, and Naira Marley finally breaks silence. For months, the streets have been buzzing with accusations, narratives, speculations, but now Naira Marley has spoken. Let's unpack what he said, what it means, and how it changes the story. When Mohbad passed away, it wasn't just news, it was like the entire country paused. It was a young, talented artist on the rise, someone loved by the streets, someone who poured his pen into music that people could connect with. So when the news of his sudden buy dropped, Nigerians were shocked, devastated, and angry. Fans around the world were asking questions: who bought Mohbad, and demanding justice for Mohbad. Months later, we still don't have clear justice for Mohbad. And now Naira Marley says not only was he shocked by Mohbad's buy, but even more shocked at how the narrative twisted to pin it on him. So in this video, we'll break down what Naira Marley actually said, why people are still skeptical, the unanswered questions, and the bigger issue of justice for Mohbad. Stay tuned because this is going to be deep. When the news of Mohbad's passing broke, the internet exploded. He was only 27, still very young, still with so much music and potential left in him. His songs like Peace, Feel Good, Ask About Me had already cemented him as a street favorite. But then suddenly, he was gone. No long sickness, no major warning, just sudden news. Nigerians immediately demanded answers. Fans wanted to know what happened, who is responsible, why so sudden. And in that chorus, the name that kept coming up was Naira Marley. Let's be honest, Naira Marley and Mohbad's history wasn't smooth. Remember, Mohbad was once signed to Marlian record, but during and after his exit, there were serious allegations. Mohbad complained openly about bullying. He made videos crying out for help, saying his life was being threatened. He complained he was beaten up after asking to change his manager, and he wasn't the only one. Others too have hinted that Marlian record wasn't a safe environment. So when Mohbad people quickly connected the dots, they remembered those viral videos of Mohbad saying he was being bullied. They remembered the fight. They remembered the fear in his voice. And so Naira Marley became the main suspect in the court of public opinion, guilty without trial. Now Naira Marley has finally spoken. According to him, the news of Mohbad's buy was a huge shock. He said he never expected it and that like everyone else, he was heartbroken. But what shocked him even more, in his own words, was how quickly the narrative turned against him. Instead of people mourning Mohbad, instead of waiting for proper investigation, social media started trending hashtag justice for Mohbad, arrest Naira Marley, name music by Mohbad. Naira Marley, he said that was like being stabbed twice, losing someone you want to work with, and then being accused of buying him.
Someone among us said, Mohbad. I looked at him, I said, it's a lie, man, he wants to blow again. Exactly what I said, a lie. I said, it's a lie, he wants to blow again, man. And I don't know, Zeno looked at me straight away. I said, oh, you're more than myself. Like, people should know what they'll be saying. I'm like, come on, man, people know we're not in Nigeria, obviously. Oh, I just said, people know we're not in Nigeria. I went on Instagram. I can see Instablog saying Mohbad died of air infection. Okay, I'm like, air infection? All of us saying, is it dead? I'm like, they're lying, man. Air infection. They're lying. I can die of air infection. What's saying that? Twitter, boom, boom, boom. Naira Marley, finally. What? Is it a joke? Is it dead for real, man? But immediately I'm saying...
According to him, he actually cared about Mohbad. Not only that, he even claimed he took Mohbad for medical checkups when he wasn't feeling okay. Now, this is very interesting because it paints a different picture from the one most people already had. You know, the popular narrative out there is that Naira Marley bullied Mohbad, oppressed him, and didn't care about his well-being. But with this statement, Naira Marley is trying to show that, at least at some point, he was genuinely concerned about Mohbad's health.
So I tried to get him help, did more scans, paid for more meds, went to different hospitals. I tried my best. So when I got back to Nigeria from Dubai, me and Mohbad met up, we spoke on the 22nd of March, 2022, you can see. We met up, we spoke, it was fine, told me he was doing okay. But he told me he would like to find a place so he can move. I said, no problem. When you find a place, let me know, we'll arrange it. And that was it. Luckily, I got this video because I was freestyling the song here.
Question now is, does this change anything in the mind of Nigerians? For some people, it doesn't. They say, yes, you might have taken him to the hospital, but what about the bullying videos? What about the times Mohbad cried out? For others, they feel maybe things were not as black and white as social media painted it. Maybe the relationship had ups and downs, both good and bad moments. At the end of the day, Naira Marley saying he took Mohbad for medical checkups shows he wants people to see him not just as the accused, but as someone who also tried to care. Whether people believe him or not, that's another story entirely. Legally speaking, Naira Marley has not been convicted of buying Mohbad. In fact, at some point, he was cleared by the court of directly buying him. But here is the twist. Just because the court says you didn't buy someone doesn't mean the public forgets everything else. And that's the problem. The public remember the bullying allegations. The public remembers Mohbad cried for help. The public remember the alleged assault incident. And many believe even if Naira Marley didn't physically take Mohbad's life, the constant bullying and stress from the toxic environment could have contributed to Mohbad's early by. Now, let's talk about justice. Till today, Nigerians are still crying justice for Mohbad. Yes, some suspects were questioned. Yes, an autopsy was mentioned. But has there been closure? No. Has there been accountability? Not really. Mohbad's family is still in pain. His fans are still restless. And the truth is, it feels like the case is slowly being swept under the carpet. Nigerians don't like that. They know how quickly stories fade in this country. And they don't want Mohbad's to become another unresolved case. When Naira Marley said he was shocked at being accused, many people responded, okay, but then where is justice? Who then is responsible? Why is nobody answering questions? And Naira Marley is saying the authorities should pick up everybody all over again for proper investigation.
But anyways, what can I say? I can only say my side of the story. But if you ask me, I'll tell the police to arrest everybody. Arrest everybody that was in it. Arrest everybody again. Don't even arrest everybody again. Everybody. Put an officer we can trust in charge. Arrest everybody again. We're not blind, you can see, but that's it.
Marley is calling for something very interesting. According to him, the police should rearrest everybody all over again. Not just him, but also those who were in Mohbad's house at the time of his spy. He basically saying do proper investigation from scratch. Question everybody again and let the truth come out. And you know what? He actually has a point because till today, justice for Mohbad has not really been served. We still don't know the clear cause of his, by the autopsy results still hanging. The real suspect still unclear. Even Mohbad's own family members have been dragged into accusations and counter-accusations. So if the police were to reopen this case properly, question everybody again, those who lived with him, those who were close to him, those who might have known what really happened, maybe, just maybe, we will finally get the truth. Another issue that keeps coming up is royalty. According to several reports, Naira Marley allegedly still controls or holds onto Mohbad's royalty, meaning money from his music might still be going into Marlian Records account. Now imagine this, young artist, by his family is struggling, his baby is left behind, and yet his music, the very thing he worked hard to create, is still allegedly benefiting those he accused of mistreating him. That's painful. I see it as double injury, and it fits into the anger people feel towards Naira Marley. Even if he didn't buy Mohbad, they believe he exploited him, he bullied him, and now he's still eating from his sweat. Whether or not these royalty allegations are 100% true, they have damaged Naira Marley's image badly because in the eyes of many, the only right thing is for Mohbad's family to be in control of his legacy, not Marlian Record. This story isn't just about Naira Marley and Mohbad, it's about the Nigerian music industry at large. Young artists often get trapped in unfair contracts. Labels sometimes abuse the power they have over artists. Mental health and bullying in entertainment space are often ignored. And when artists cry for help, people sometimes dismiss it as clout until it's too late. So here's where we are. Naira Marley said he's innocent of buying Mohbad. The court has not found him guilty of buying him either. But the streets, they still remember the bullying, the fight, the control, the royalties, and for that reason, his name may never be cleared in the eye of the public. At the same time, justice for Mohbad is still hanging in the air. Who is truly responsible? The question is still unanswered. But until we get the answer, Nigeria will keep chanting justice for Mohbad. So my people, what do you think? Do you think that justice would ever be served, or has Mohbad case already been silenced? Let's talk in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And as we come to the end of this video, kindly subscribe subscribe to my channel. Like, share and leave your comment in the comment section. I will see you in my next video. But before then, don't forget to stay safe, remain kind and mind your mental health. Bye and remain blessed.